the wild winds call. Jasper's walking, taking pictures of it all. Boots on the ground, heart in the sky, following the blazes, just a rambling guy. Through the valleys, over the hills, chasing that freedom, feeling the thrill. With every sunrise, he's finding his way, living the dream, one step a day. Trail named Jasper, walking on through, Bruce trail bound with a camera view, hiking the ridges, chasing the light. Like and subscribe.
The glow coming through the trees, just down the trail right here. It's the first sign, the first time on this whole 600-kilometer hike that I've seen anything to do with the sunrise. It's usually raining. My color in the sky. We're not getting a good look at it. It's diffused by the trees, but it's there. Oh yeah, it's there. Leaving camp, leaving behind only a little squash grass. Those seats, perfect. Okay, did you see the sunrise? There's still a little bit of goldeny orange in the sky just ahead of me. It's early. We said I will wake up for 4 today, but we're taking our time. We're not pushing. As we're kind of down to the last, say 4 days of hiking. My hip, my left replacement hip, is pretty much had enough, I think. Look across the lake, reflections. Well, excuse me, I should say the loch. Trees. Oh my. Oh my. What an absolutely beautiful morning. It's reasons just like this that I said I wake up at 4 a.m. And on certain trails, like the Appalachian and so on, the Colorado, that's when you're going to see the wildlife. I've seen bear, I've seen moose. Oh yeah. Lots of other things, but most notable, bear and moose, black bear and moose. Yep. So today, I think the next kind of area we get to is called Lagan. Could be Lagnan, Lochs. I think after that, we push towards Invergary. Yeah. And past there, we come to Fort Augusta, although I haven't got a clue if we're going to get to Fort Augusta or not today. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Jasper here. Welcome to day 2 on the Great Glen Way. So, little update on the pack. As you know, we're really putting the Nature Hike 60 or in some advertisements 65-litre pack through its paces on this particular hike. Yeah, a total of 600 kilometers, so it's a good tryout for any pack. But anyhow, as you know, yesterday morning leaving the Glen Nevis camp, my left strap buckle broke. It's the restraining part. So I looked, you can clearly see where this little piece of plastic that locks the strap in place had broken off. Therefore, the buckle itself is working, but the locking mechanism is not. So yesterday I just gave it a quick tie and carried on with it through the day, and it was uncomfortable and saggy-ish, and of course I couldn't adjust it. So last night at camp I took a really close look at it, and I cinched it up as far as it will go on the strap, and then I secured it by tying it, looping it back through the buckle and then tying it. And this morning I'm finding that the fit, now that it's cinched to the maximum, which I couldn't do when the actual locking mechanism was working, it wouldn't let me cinch that high, but I'm finding it fits perfectly. Like, really feels good. Now I will say another thing. Since then we've got another, you know, a couple of pounds or whatever of weight in food and stuff out of the pack. One thing I will say about this pack, again, as a bit of a mid tryout review or point, is it doesn't like to go much over 30 pounds. Up to 30 feels pretty good. Once you start pushing past 30, now it's rated for 33, but you know, sometimes you can get away with a pound, a little bit more, and still remain relatively comfortable. But what I found was the nylon straps stretched, and you couldn't cinch it enough. But anyhow, so far, even though I've got a failure on the pack, with that locking mechanism, now that I've secured and adjusted correctly and secured the left strap, I'm very happy with how it's feeling. In fact, it's feeling the best it's felt on this whole hike. So, yeah, I think this review is still going to be work in progress, for sure, for sure. So at this point, the trail is officially closed. Construction site, no access beyond this point, no pedestrian walkway. That would be the Great Glen Way. It explains to me on this plaque why, about the diversion, and we have another blazed, as you can see, path or trail. So, okay, we obviously are following, as instructed, the diversion. So while searching on Google Earth, Fort Augustus is, I guess, the next, well, we have Invergary and then Fort Augustus. So Fort Augustus is a bit of a community, let's say, larger than, say, Invergary, I think. Although it's not huge, could be a coffee shop though. And we'll get there this afternoon sometime, I believe, if my calculations are correct. But anyhow, what I noticed is they have a hostel. It's called Morag's, or Morag's hostel. Right this minute, they do have an opening in a 6-bed dorm. Now, that would allow me, even though I started yesterday morning with my battery banks and so on charged, and I did charge my phone a little bit in that hotel, coffee shop, restaurant, a little bit, few percents, 5 or 6% I got of power. I do use quite a bit of electricity, blogging and so on, navigation. So anyhow, having said that, if I stayed there tonight, that would allow me to recharge everything and leave there fully charged again. Also, yesterday was a good sweat day. Today's going to be a good sweat day. Not that that's a major problem. It isn't by any means. I mean, I've gone a long time. I think 9 days, 8 or 9 days is the longest I've gone without a shower on trail. I know Mary Mansfield, Tinkerbell, went 17 days on the PCT. Dirty girl. Anyhow, whoops. Oh, Jasper, where does your mind go? Anyhow, I don't know. Little pricey. I think it comes in at about 33 UK or British pounds sterling. So that's a little pricey, I think. That would be $66, but would be nice and doable and easier on my hip, I think. Not the camping part, just the length of the day. I don't think I'd be too bad off as far as distance. Lagan Locks. Now this sign says cafe, kiosk, okay, toilets and shower. Well, let's check it out. Cafe, kiosk. What's that all about? All those boats over there, the white boats, they're all La Boat Company. Same as we have in Ontario that we've seen before. Well, let's have a look. Could be open. I think we're gonna get ourselves a coffee here, maybe. Maybe, we might. Let's go see. Good morning. Well, oh, they got muffins too. Okay, so I had my coffee and I had one of those Walker's, little Walker's shortbread. It was £1 for the shortbread. Those muffins, I said there was muffins. I'm not sure if I was filming at the time, but when I arrived there, you know, I saw the coffee and stuff, a little cafe kiosk. It's a cool place. Anyhow, the muffins, little muffins, probably smaller than a Tim Hortons, £3 and 95p. So, £3, 95p. So it's £4. That is $8. $8. Now, hang on, where the hell am I going? Am I going the right way? I gotta check because there's a little bridge there. Oh, so there's a sign going that way. So I'm gonna follow. Hang on. Let me just check where I'm going. Yeah, right here. Great Glen Hostel, 1 mile. I know that's closed, by the way, the Great Glen Hostel. They have a funeral this weekend because I'd contacted them. Anyhow, so I just felt compelled. It was $8, by the way. So that's $8 for something that's smaller than a Tim Hortons muffin. $8 Canadian dollars. So I says to them, I said, is it £4? She said, yes. I says, you know, in Canada, that's eight Canadian dollars. Okay, she said. I said, you know, in Canada, this costs like $1. I just felt compelled just to spit that out. I mean, who cares whether it's $1 in Canada or £8 or $8 in Scotland? Who cares? But I just felt compelled to spit it out and tell them that. Take a look at this, by the way. You seeing what I'm seeing? And by the way, the young lady's from New Zealand. Her husband's from England. They have a home in New Zealand. And that's got to be one of those canal cruise boats that you live on, maybe. Oh, I don't mean live on, I mean stay on, maybe. Is it? I don't know. Anyhow, $8 for a $1 muffin. I don't get it. So here is a floating cafe, restaurant, pub cafe. Yeah, it's closed. It opens at 11 a.m. Ah, wow. So I think the trail is actually up there. I think I'm walking along the side of the boats, but I should be able to get back to the trail. It's right there. I just want to show you the boats. I want to see the boats myself. Okay. Okay. I want to show you this one here, because this one, I would just love it. This front one. See this one here? Oh yeah. This one right here. I just love that thing. Oh my God. That would be just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, let's go. As you enter Invergarry, you come past the Saddle Mountain Hostel entrance. It's showing no vacancies. However, this weekend, I did speak to them about booking, and this weekend they're attending a funeral. So the hostel is actually closed for the weekend, but it's right on trail, right as you enter Invergarry. And the trail I am on is actually the diversion trail. I could have gone with the other trail, which was I didn't realize was an easier, flatter trail. This one was a good climb, but I just didn't realize that. And anyhow, not to worry. We're entering Invergarry as we speak, so we're gonna go through Invergarry and push on to Fort Augustus, where we have our hostel booked for the night. So there is a hostel right here, as I say, on the diversion trail. Yeah, it's a little confusing because when I spoke to the gentleman, he says, yep, we're right on the Great Glen Way, but nobody mentioned diversion or original trail or anything else trail. So who knows? Anyhow, again, as you enter Invergarry hostel. Closed this weekend though, for a funeral. Palategu Inbihir Gaarazda. Or, if you don't speak Gaelic, like I don't, welcome to Invergarry. That was my attempt at welcome to Invergarry in Gaelic. Just don't forget. The second language you see on the signs here is Gaelic. In Canada, it's French and English. Here in Scotland, it's Gaelic and English. Yes. Well, I guess actually, more correctly, it's Gaelic and Scottish. Oh, what a gorgeous day. It's blue sky. I just hope it stays like this all the way to Inverness. I really do. It's absolutely perfect weather. Oh, right now it's about 22, 23 degrees Celsius. There's a gentle breeze that is cooling right this minute, for instance, when you're in the shade. It's just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right now, as I say, we're just walking on a road because we are going through town. We've got big climbs ahead of us. as we come out of Invergary. I know that much because I can see it on the elevation chart. Yeah, and we're going up there. Oh yeah. Crossing the bridge of Orch. Of course, I wouldn't have a clue if I was saying that right. Take a look-see. Rapid running river. Oh, I think I'm blocking the view with my wind muff again. Try that. Wind muff's great, but as I mentioned earlier on a previous video, busy cars, trucks. As I mentioned earlier on a previous video, this particular wind muff they sent me, I believe it's for the GoPro 9. And I say that because the GoPro 9 is slightly bigger than the 8. So is this wind muff. And I've had a 9 and I've had a 10. And I'm sure that this is a wind muff off a 9 or a 10 rather than a wind muff for a GoPro 8. So I'm sure there's quite a few times I am blocking partially or possibly even most of the video I'm shooting. Yeah, busy road. We just came down from the single file forest that we've been on most of, well, pretty much all day, really. Okay, let's keep going. So right there is the official old original built bridge of Orch. Yeah, or you can say that word however you choose to. I'm just going with Orch. Only because I don't know any better. Okay, so this is what I've learned. I could have made today a whole lot easier on myself by picking the route that I was on a few hours ago. And I thought I was staying on that route, but apparently it was confused, and we mentioned that. It was confusing about that diversion. So I thought I had to follow the diversion, but then I put myself on the high route, hence all the climbing. I could have continued on the lower route at that point, back at that first bridge this morning, and I would have been on trail just like this, flat and easy going. We're on that trail now. But yeah, we had some solid climbs today. Well, you know what? I think this climbs will help me keep my youthful patina. Was that the word? I don't know if that's a word. Okay. Let's just keep going, shall we? There's a vessel going through the locks now. Wow. Cool. Look at the difference between the level here and the level over there. There's like a 20 foot difference or more. Okay. Let's just, oh, there's the lock keeper right there doing his thing, keeping his lock. And some more boats, a sailboat and a powerboat. Maybe getting ready to go through the lock too, by the looks of things. Getting themselves sorted, look. I bet you they are. I bet you they're going through the lock, yeah. Maybe. I wouldn't know for sure, but maybe. And just for a point of interest, Fort Augustus, I believe, well, first of all, again, the Caledonian Canal all the way up. But Fort Augustus, I believe, is the beginning of Loch Ness. Oh, you know what that means? We have to keep our eyes peeled. Probably tomorrow morning when we leave Fort Augustus. We have to keep our eyes peeled. Yeah? You know where we're going with this, don't you? The Loch Ness Monster. Oh yeah, Nessie. We are going to be looking carefully all the time. Any Loch Ness views that we get, we're going to be scanning for any signs of Nessie. No, that's not Messi, the football player, soccer player. That's Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Look at that. Boats at mooring. Fine. Welcome to Fort Augustus, British Waterways, Scotland. Oh, bikepackers for sure, right there. Fort Augustus, very much a tourist town. Ice cream, coffee shops, cakes, scones, tarts. High tea, if you please. I asked for directions to the Morag hostel. The lady said, you just go around this bend, up the hill, make a left. You'll see it. It's a big white building, she said. Okay. I've come to the realization that I could have collected, since I've been here in the UK, an awful lot of bad or unusable footage due to this wind muff that I've been using. So right this minute, I actually have the wind muff taken right off. It's not windy. Anyhow, we'll see when we get back, when we start editing this footage. We'll see what kind of damage we have, what kind of footage we have. Okay, supposed to go up here, make a left up the hill, big white building. That's what she said. Well, I see a white building, it's not that big. But that's probably not the one. I also believe that we are on trail right now. But again, I'm not 100% sure about that either. Then again, when it comes to being on trail, I'm never 100% sure. Okay. Okay. Oh, actually now, just a minute. I see a blaze right here. Oh, I see one on the post. The West Island Way. The Great Glen Way goes up there in the morning, I believe. Right there. I think so. Unless that's going southbound. There's a big white building. Got a big sign, she said. Very much a tourist town. Oh, Morag's Lodge Independent Hostel. Yep. Okay, let's go check it out. Okay, so before other hikers show up, I'd like to show you a 4-bunk room. That's my bunk at the bottom. Here's the view out of the windows. I got my tent drying down there just from the condensation. You have a bathroom, sink, toilet. There is a shower and toilets in the hallway, but the shower is being used right now. So I'll just wait. Other bunk rooms up here. Mine is number 2, called Auto Room. They have a pub with pub food, of course. Lockers if you need one. Downstairs to the reception area. They do have a self-catering kitchen, which is great. This is a breakfast communal eating room. Self-catering kitchen with free tea and coffee. Right here. Oh, and there we go. There's your tea and coffee. Toaster. A few items. Some fuel. We got lots of fuel. Pots and pans, stoves, microwaves, cutting boards, toaster, everything you need. And 2 dish pits. Perfect. I'm gonna come back in a minute and make my coffee. Yeah. I'll get that cup out of there. Yeah, pretty cool. It's fine, it's an old building. Oh, this is where they serve the breakfast in the morning, which is £6.50. So, and in here is the pub. You have a TV and the bar. Local beers and stuff, washrooms down that way. So that's it. That is the Morag hostel. There's seating outside. In fact, I'll show you that right now because my tent's out there. So I want to check on that. Won't take long to dry it. Reception. Lounge area. More lounge space for seating. And outdoor seating right here. And my tent drying. And it's probably pretty much dry by now, so we'll check it. So I got myself one of the included coffees. Free coffee, free tea, free hot chocolate. Oh, I'm ready for that today. Oh yeah. Nice. Beautiful sky. Just a gentle breeze. You see the top of the trees just gently. My bathtub and mesh is dry. Just turned over my fly sheet and it'll be dry in a few minutes in this gentle breeze and sunshine. It's nice. So the hostel's pretty good. In fact, if I show you, I am in that first room right there. There's 4 bunks in there. That's the room that I'm in. I'm just waiting for the shower to be vacant. Take a shower, shave. Oh, and I'll probably stroll back down to that spa store. I don't think there's much I need. No. Yeah, I don't think there's much I need. I think tonight I'm gonna have the minced beef stew. Excuse me. Dehydrated meal that I packed out of the Green Welly. I packed out 2. One was like a pasta dish, and the other one is the minced beef and vegetable stew. I'm gonna have the beef and vegetable stew tonight. Yeah. I will go down to the spa store and get some cookies. I'll check on the bars that I've got, and I don't think there's really much else I need. From here, I don't have my app with me right now. It's in my room or in my dorm bunk charging, so is my battery pack. And my GoPro will be shortly. Oh, scary me for yawning. Man, I get worn out. But anyhow, I believe from here it's around 40 miles-ish to Inverness. So I could push hard for 2 days and finish at 20 miles a day, but I just don't want to. I just don't want to do it. Today's Saturday. No, it's not. It's Friday. I've got Saturday, Sunday, and Monday to finish those. So Monday will be a short day. And Saturday and Sunday, if I give myself 15-ish, 16, 17, 15 to 17 mile days, then I'll have, yeah, no, whatever, less than 10 to do on Monday. That'll be fine. I can't check in there till 2:30. Here the check-in's a little late at 4. They have a small drying room, which is okay. It's small, but it's okay. It's better than nothing. God. Yeah. You have a breakfast here at 7:30. £6.50, $13. I don't know if it's really worth it for what they're offering. It's a continental breakfast. If it was a hot breakfast, eggs and stuff, I would do it. And they have a self-catering. I could actually, yeah, I could make my own toast and eggs in the morning. Yeah. I might do that. I might get some eggs and do my own toast and eggs in the morning. It's a thought, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to go down to the spa after my shower and see. Maybe get some toast and some eggs. That'd be nice, instead of oatmeal. If I got one of those little packages of 6 eggs. I don't know how many of those I'd eat. 3 or 4, maybe? 6? 6 eggs. No. Might eat 3 or 4 of them, no. Coffee's good. It's a powdered coffee, instant. It's like I don't know. It's those big granulations, you know, light brown big granulations. 17.2 miles today. So whatever that is in kilometers, but that's what we did. So tomorrow, interestingly enough, up the roadaways, up the trailerways, we have a choice of doing a high route or a low route. I am going to choose the low route tomorrow. I did a high route today. Tomorrow I'll choose the low route, which is supposed to be the official Great Glen Way anyhow, but that's fine. Yeah, unless something really exciting happens, I will talk to you guys in the morning. Thank you for joining me. I very much appreciate you being with me. It means so much, you have no idea. Just having someone to talk to. Even if it is just a little box on the end of a stick. Yeah.